Lifestyle Strategy Team, how can I help you? And back joining us in the studio for Lifestyle Strategy Team, Miss Hyung. Say hello to you.
Hi, Astray.
What?
You said every extra hour of studying would change the face of your spouse.
Spouse, yes.
Right? You're wrong.
Why?
Because you know that my husband didn't really study hard when he was a student. You heard that story, right?
Yeah, that's why.
But he married
That's
a
why.
beautiful
That's why.
woman
That's why.
like me.
That's why.
So you're wrong.
Didn't he go to Seoul High School? He went to Seoul
did.
High School, right?
He did.
Only because
Yeah.
he lived near there?
Yes.
It's a good school, though.
Near Arirang.
It's a very good school. So,
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
We were talking about favorite animated films, and everyone can't get enough of it. You got 2 kids. You have a favorite animated film?
Mine?
Yes.
Mine is... there are so many Disney
Right?
movies,
So
Disney and
Disney,
Pixar.
Pixar, there's so many.
Inside Out, maybe. Because you know I'm Elf.
Yes.
Very emotional person.
Yes.
And that movie deals with emotions, different
Yes.
emotions.
Yes.
Every emotion is precious.
Yes. So what color are you?
Sadness, because I cry a lot.
She does cry a lot. She does cry a lot.
Joy and sadness.
That's
the same
joy
thing.
and sadness?
Sadness,
That's
yeah.
bipolar. That's being bipolar
I'm sick,
there.
everyone.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, last week we were talking about going into daycare and all that stuff, right? And we
Right.
actually ran out of time.
With that.
This is like, it's crazy. Like we knew that Taeyong joining us for this segment, we're just going to run out of time. So today we're going to pick up right where we were left off.
Right.
What happens after daycare?
So every parent in Korea faces a big decision when their kids turn about like 3. So you have to decide whether to keep them in daycare or move them on to kindergarten.
So this is unusual because Hyung and I were talking about this during the song break last week.
Right.
And it's a little bit different with our neighborhood.
Right. It's different by regions and cities, I guess, because in my neighborhood, usually daycare just ends when kids turn 3, because there are only 3 classes. But in your city, you said they offer 5 different classes?
Yeah, so, I mean, there's different daycares, right? So my daughter right now goes to a daycare where it provides only up to age 5.
5.
And my son went to a daycare where it went all the way to kindergarten, up to age 7. So he
Okay.
graduated daycare / kindergarten and went to elementary school right away.
Right away.
Yeah.
So what happens to your daughter?
My
when she
daughter, so she has a
graduates
choice. So she can go to
daycare?
either move to daycare that my son used to go to, or there is a kindergarten within the elementary school that my son's going to right now.
I see.
And so I remember when my son turned 6, the daycare center gave him the option. They said you could move out of the daycare and try to get into a kindergarten, or stay and just stay at the daycare.
Oh, I see.
And people that sent their kids to kindergarten, you know who they were?
Who?
It was parents who thought there was not enough studying being done at daycare.
That can be true at some points. We're going to talk about it later, because once you decided to move your kids to kindergartens, you have 3 different options. And one is public
Yes.
kindergarten, usually located inside elementary school,
Yes.
and the other one is private, and
expensive.
third one is English
Oh,
kindergarten,
Yeongyu, yes.
Yeongyu.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll
yes,
talk
which
about
is
that.
more focused on education, right?
Yeah, so I chose not to send Aaron to kindergarten and just said, you're going to stay in daycare because,
He was happy there.
yeah, and he you should play.
Right.
Don't
Play.
study.
But kindergartens, you don't actually study all day at the kindergartens
They
either.
said they do more studying.
More studying.
Yeah.
They offer different programs, I should say.
Not that the daycare, at the last year of your daycare in Korea, you do study a bit.
Right.
Like you have homework, you have to write diaries and stuff like that, journals. But if you go to a
More
kindergarten,
focused on child care.
yeah,
Right?
So
Daycare.
so I wanted my kid to
Yes.
play.
Right.
But you know Seyoung's going to
It's up
send her
to
to
you. It's up to you because we have, going back to the kindergartens. I said we have 3 different options, but the
Yes.
third one, English kindergarten. When it comes to English kindergartens, there are so much to unpack, so we're gonna save it for part 2.
Okay.
So let's start with a public kindergarten, which is located inside elementary school.
What do they
we
call
call
it?
the 병설
That's right,
유치원,
병설,
attached
that's right.
elementary kindergartens. They're very affordable or almost free, I can say. And one big advantage is that kids get familiar with the elementary school environment early
Quickly,
on
yeah.
because they usually go to, there are high possibilities that they will attend that certain
Yes,
elementary
yes.
school in the future. But there are also some downsides. For example, they don't have a school bus, so commuting can be an issue, especially
Mm-hmm.
in the morning, mornings where 2 kids are always chaotic. So you can save like 10 to 15 minutes. And that's a lifesaver.
I live 2-minute walk from the elementary school.
Wow, you're lucky. You're lucky.
Yeah, so it's super close. It's literally one cross, like we cross one small road and walk about a minute and it's right there.
Yeah, in that case, it's a no problem. But
Yeah.
if you have to walk your kids to elementary school, the kindergarten located inside elementary school, and if it takes like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
it can be a problem for working parents like myself. And because they follow the elementary school calendar, the vacation is quite long.
Yes.
You know that, right?
Yes.
Like 2 months long. So you can also apply for like vacation care program in advance, but still 2 months is too long. And usually during these periods, it runs not based on like learning programs, but it's more focused on like a free play time.
Yeah.
So, some parents might be, concerned about it.
Let the kids play. Gosh, they're in kindergarten.
But,
You
some
shouldn't be
parents
studying.
have different opinions.
It's ridiculous. So actually, my daughter now, I think we're thinking about. She's still in daycare right now, but once they tell her she needs to leave because there's only up to age 5.
You're
then we're
thinking
gonna-
of sending her to 병설 유치원?
Yes, because
Okay,
Aaron
attached
goes to the elementary school.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's gonna be perfect. They'll just go
Right.
together. Be like, Aaron,
Yeah.
just take your sister to kindergarten.
But there are private kindergartens, and this is where things get very different, I can say. Compared to daycare, it's more focused on education, like you said.
But speaking of private, there's also church kindergartens.
Church kindergartens,
Right?
yes, but it's really competitive. Did you know? It's
Why?
really hard to get in because the
Why?
demand is really high.
It is?
And there are only few church private kindergartens.
Why is the demand so high?
Because a lot of people want to go. A lot of people are religious.
So during
very holy.
during singing time, do you go Jesus loves me? This
and a
is that what
lot
you do?
of those religious like church kindergartens run offer many English programs, so it's very
Oh,
popular.
that's why.
Yes.
Okay.
So the focus shifts more toward like education rather than just care. So there are a lot more structural programs like things like advanced English or math, science, or physical activities, or like outdoor learning programs like forest experience, like 숲체험. For example, in my child class, they vote on a certain topic every month, and
Vote? Parents
yes.
vote?
No. The children themselves they
my
vote,
goodness.
and each month, and then explore that certain topic through like different ways. So it feels more like a learning through like a societal interaction, and more like stimulation is for child development.
So
I can say
the thing about like so Aaron went to a private daycare. And the good thing about that is that, you have like the government subsidy that covers some of them, but I like the program,
right.
right? They'll go to
Structure the
places.
programs, right.
They'll go to farms, they'll do things often.
Also, they do have school bus, so you don't have to really worry about like drops up and picks ups either. So it's a big advantage.
Aaron took the bus, but then it's actually like it was like
They love it. Kids love it.
No, actually, not really.
Not really?
It depends.
Really?
You know why?
Why?
This is dumb. And so I got really upset upset over this, and then I started taking my son with my car. So my son's daycare was only about like a 8-minute walk from our house, not far.
So it takes about like 3 minutes.
No, but it does like the whole loop.
Oh,
they go
I see,
all
I see.
around.
Yeah, that's right.
And so he had 2 other friends getting on that bus, and sometimes, like Aaron doesn't get to sit with his friend, or that kid wants to sit by himself.
Depends on which kids they take the bus together.
And so I get so upset seeing him sit by himself. And so I go like, man, I got daddy's car. Daddy's big black car, right?
Yeah.
Roll up in a big car.
At least my kid loves taking bus. He loves his school bus and kids on the same bus as well. So I was lucky, I can say. And also, they also offer, besides the regular classes, they also offer additional optional programs, almost like mini academies, hagwon.
Oh my goodness.
The kids can take at the kindergarten, which means you can leave your child there safely until you finish with your work. So I think that's a big advantage for working parents too.
Oh my goodness, how much are you paying for your daycare?
I'm paying for almost 1 million won.
1 million?
Yes, that's about like $1,000 per month because, regular classes
you
and
extended.
Yeah, extended care and
But
additional
still.
programs and school bus. It's about like 1 million won per month.
That's Gangnam.
It's really expensive.
Oh my goodness.
So, we talked about last week, daycare is almost free. But all of a sudden, we have to pay extra 1 million won per month. That's a quite significant amount of money.
The public kindergarten within the elementary school is it's basically
it's free.
It's basically free.
Yes.
And so there's a good chance that my daughter's just going to go to that anyways.
But compared to English kindergartens, it's not that expensive. And we
yes.
will talk about it in part 2.
That's right. Do you pick songs?
Yes, I do.
Why'd you pick a song from BTS?
고민보다 고, because you don't have to worry. Just send them to private kindergartens because there are so many advantages you will experience there.
Gangnam Mom, yo.
I'm fully satisfied
Okay.
with my choice.
This is BTS with 고민보다 go, go, go. We got messages coming from our listeners out there. Forky, who's actually studying education, children education. How often are parents and educators and teachers at childcare or kindergarten meet? Like in Germany, you need at least once a year for a one-on-one chat about the child.
Once a year? Once a semester, I guess.
Yeah, we do once a semester over the phone. You don't have to meet face-to-face.
Yes, but I prefer meeting them in person.
Oh my gosh, Gangnam Mom.
I just go.
Oh.
스님, 안녕하세요.
Oh.
스님.
Oh.
What?
Oh, do you think my son is going to get into Seoul National University?
That's not because I'm like a crazy mom. Because I care. I care
Yeah, but you could
about
do it over
my
the phone.
child. Yeah, I could, but as a working mom,
Do you go there with a box of apples?
It's illegal, man.
Box of apples?
It's illegal.
With like 50,000
Bribery?
won?
No.
50,000 won stuff?
No, it's illegal.
I don't know.
No, we're living in 2026. What are you talking about,
Yeah,
SJ?
okay.
You gyopo?
Speaking of Kyopo,
Korea has changed a lot.
speaking of Kyopo,
Yes.
I'll tell you this. I used to teach at Mokdong.
Oh.
I used to teach in Mokdong Speech Academy. And there was a 영어 유치원, an English kindergarten.
You never worked at a
Never.
영어 유치원.
Never. I refused to. And it was run by a Korean American. And his English kindergarten has become the most famous in Korea.
What's the name? Kate?
No.
No. You forgot?
Polly.
A Polly?
Polly.
Polly? Oh.
And so there's one in Mokdong was the first one, and then there's one in Anyang near our house, and it's become huge. And
Wow.
I refuse to send
Why not?
because it's like 2 million a month.
Too expensive. That's right.
That's
exactly.
like a person's
average.
pay.
That's average.
That's almost like a person's
That's
monthly
average
pay.
tuition. Average tuition is
It's crazy.
2,000,001, which is about like $2,000 per month,
Yeah.
right?
So, are you going to send your kid to Yeongju?
I've never actually thought about sending my first child to English kindergarten because there are two different regions. First, I wanted him to have this very strong foundation before going to elementary school. I wanted him to learn things like manners, social skills, and, most of all, like Korean language development, not English. And second, I speak English, so I thought maybe I could support him with his English
Both parents
learning.
has to speak. Both parents has to speak
That's
English.
right. That's right.
It doesn't. Everyone
But better
says
than
this.
nothing, right?
Everyone goes, SJ, you're lucky. Your kids are gonna know English. I'm like, well, no, they're not. It's like, yeah, because you know English. No.
Right.
Both parents need to know English.
That's right. But, better than nothing. If one parent can speak English, you can
Yes.
help him out with learning English, right?
But your
I
husband does speak some English.
broken English.
Yes.
So let's talk about English kindergarten.
Yes.
It's where things get really interesting. Some parents even refer to the preparation process as a 사세고시, age 4 entrance exam to get into an English kindergarten, especially one particular one or some prestigious English kindergartens, very famous ones.
Yes.
And we also have 칠세고시, age 7 entrance exam too. But what's interesting is that starting in September, Korea is set to ban what people call this age 4 entrance exam.
Good.
But what's more interesting is that these English kindergartens have already found ways
Loopholes?
around it. Yeah, loopholes. So they are now asking for things like external assessment, exams, result scores like junior TOEFL. So things are getting crazy. And, despite the name, English kindergartens are not technically kindergartens. They are legally classified as private academies.
It's a private academy.
Yeah.
But it's an all-day private academy.
Right. So these English kindergartens, Yeongju have to satisfy the parents' needs there with results, which is often called output in Korean. output이 좋아야 된다. So that gives a lot of pressures on not only on the kindergartens but also on the children who are only about 3 to 4 years old.
The crazy thing is, again, because I taught at Mokdong, and Mokdong is one of the top academy districts, right? After what is it? Where is it? It's not Cheongdam. Where is it? Gangnam. The Gangnam area.
대치?
Daechi. After Daechi, it's Mokdong. And the kids who went to the English kindergarten that I told you about, their English is different.
Different, right?
It's just they're American. They're fluent.
Right.
Parents love that.
When you see other kids speaking English fluently, that's when you feel a little bit shaken, right?
Especially
when kids who went to the same daycare with my kids suddenly started to speak English fluently after just a year. That's, that makes you waver.
It's just, I never understood
as
that.
As a mom.
And so, no, but then the
it's
thing
different
is,
because your English is your native, first mother tongue, almost,
no,
right?
it's Korean. I was born here.
Born here.
Yes.
But you feel more comfortable speaking
English, yes.
right? So in your case, maybe you don't feel that way, but many parents who maybe they thought they missed out on some opportunities because of language, or those people who had grown up, fully grown up in Korea under Korean education system.
I understand the importance
Yes.
of English because thanks to my English language, I'm here at Arirang.
Right.
So I know that's important, but it's just... the reason why these kids learn English so quickly is because they're forced to speak only English. The teachers are all English-speaking teachers, natives.
It's like rote learning, we say, 주입식 교육. They just memorize the words.
You get in trouble if you use any Korean. This is including with your friends. Even during break time, you're not allowed to use any Korean.
Right.
And so... that's how, how you say, you learn English if you if you immigrate to, let's say, the United States at a young age. That's what happened with me. That's exactly what it is. That's why
you're not allowed to speak in, your mother language, right?
No.
No.
So that's why, Crash, it's actually, it's cheaper to hire an English tutor, but the result is so much different when you go to an English academy.
I don't want to criticize those parents who send their kids to English kindergartens because some of my friends also made such decisions and they love their children more than anybody.
Yes.
But the problem is, the kids get stressed out and it can affect them mentally in a very, very bad ways. And that's what's
basically
a lot of people
the only time
about.
Korean kids can be kids where they can freely play. They're taking that away and taking it to making them to study.
That's right.
That's the problem right now. And so, I mean, there are benefits of an English kindergarten, but I think there's more downside on this.
Parents have all different perspectives and opinions, so we can judge them.
But if you had the money, you would send them to an English kindergarten.
No.
What a liar.
No.
Such a liar.
No.
You wouldn't?
Really, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. We're going to continue to talk about kids' education, the low education. We're talking about daycare,
If you were
kindergarten,
the teacher,
like
I would.
Your kid is not, oh my goodness.
If you were the teacher there, I would.
Speaking
definitely.
of English, I'm pretty sure this is why you chose this song. This is Gravity with A to Z. Man, we got two parents talking about kids' education.
SJ's son, he's doing so much. So many private education academies
we started another class today.
He goes to, yeah.
Starting today, Aaron's taking soccer lessons. Football. He's playing football.
Football.
Yes. And so I have to buy him shoes and
Balls
all that
too.
stuff. He goes to two different, he does Komdo and soccer now.
Oh my, that's too much. He's only 7, man.
Yeah,
SJ,
but I do it. I want to send
you're
him.
So
He wants to go.
Korean appa.
Oh, here's his Edward, who's over in Jeju, says, here's my plan. I'm going to send my kid to New York during summer, winter vacation, and you can have a full vacation, swim in the swim pool, but he'll have to speak English because my parents don't know Korean. So he's going to be coming back talking like a New Yorker. He's going to be like this, like, 8-year-old kid, like, hey, yo, what up,
Hey,
yo?
mama.
Hey, yo, what up, teacher? What up, teacher? That's the problem. My wife was like, teach Aaron some English, right? And so I know Aaron has like an English class during school where he has like a native teacher come in. And I was like, Aaron, where's your teacher from? And then he's like, oh, 미국, right? 미국, America. And I was like, all right, so when you say hi to the teacher, what do you say? He says, hi, Danny teacher. He goes, hi, Danny teacher, right? I was like, no. What up, yo?
Hey, yo.
What up, D?
Hey, yo, what up, D?
Yo, what up, D? And I taught him that.
He actually said that?
And then
to his teacher?
I got a letter
Oh my god.
from Danny teacher.
What a bad influence.
No, he was like, no, it wasn't like don't teach your kid bad stuff. He was like,
He's worried.
he was like, are you from the States? Because I don't know how
It was
Aaron
so
got.
natural.
He was like, where
It was
did,
so
where did Aaron get
natural.
that from? And I had to write
Hey,
a
yo,
letter
from me,
back.
yo.
And so I was like, oh, I'm from New York. I was like, my bad. I wrote,
My bad.
my bad, Danny. I'm from New York. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be talking like this, and I'd be teaching Aaron, how to talk like a New Yorker. So my bad.
Oh, man.
My bad. You good, you good.
Not good. Not good, SJ. Not good. In Korea, you have to teach him a proper English. Like American, accent.
American accent. There's so many accents in the United States. How you gonna do?
New York accent.
Alabama.
Like ABC News.
Alabama.
Like accent.
Let's do beyond these options.
Beyond the options.
The
So we
private,
talked about public, English,
English.
kindergarten.
There's other types?
We have more like specialized programs like Montessori,
What's a Montessori?
kindergarten, like the specialized programs from Italy. You never heard about it?
No.
Montessori 교육?
No.
How could you not?
What did they do?
Montessori? They use certain tools.
Their
and
hands?
then- no. Like,
Their hands?
no, they're with like specialized educational programs.
Really?
Yeah.
What's a forest kindergarten?
Forest kindergartens where kids spend a lot of time outdoors exploring nature and experience different seasons with specialist teacher.
What? What?
There are so many different options you do have. And, in my case, while attending a private kindergarten, my child also did a separate forest program outside of kindergarten. They already have regular nature trips at school, his kindergarten, but I also decided to help him to attend this forest program school with smaller groups, with specialist teacher, just to, learn about the nature. And my child absolutely loved it.
You know what I realized?
Because kids these days, they don't really spend time outdoors. So
You know what I just realized?
What?
Remember, before I immigrated to the U.S., I lived in Korea, and I went up to kindergarten.
That's what you did.
No, you know
Instead
what
of
kindergarten I went
kindergarten,
to?
right? What?
I went to a 그림 유치원.
Oh, that's right.
Art 유치원.
I did too.
What?
I did too.
But I am
for a year.
I did. I was there for a year.
It was a trend back then.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. 미술학원 plus kindergarten.
So
Art kindergarten.
I think I went there only because I was the only kindergarten there. I don't know the story. I've never asked my parents. I never understood why I went to an art kindergarten because I am terrible at drawing.
There were a lot of art kindergartens back then. It was kind of like a trend.
But you know what my teacher said? When I was drawing, right, I drew the sun. What color did you color the sun?
Sun? Red or yellow?
What is it, yellow or red?
Red.
Red? Interesting.
Why?
I did orange.
Orange?
And then all my classmates are like, Sunja's so dumb.
Orange?
No, because I was thinking the sun is actually really red or orange.
Yeah,
it's not yellow.
be.
I was like, the sun is not yellow.
Stars are yellow.
Because, well, sun is actually a star too. But I was thinking more scientific. And then the teacher said, he's in the
right.
I'm in the wrong school.
Really?
I should go to a science
school. That's why you attended a science high school.
That is the
in
dumbest
States.
mistake I've ever made, by
Right?
the way. Dumbest mistake ever. So,
You are different.
oh, I did go to an art kindergarten.
Yes, so there are different specialized kindergartens as well. But again, it's extra cost, and I had to, the parents have to handle all the drop-offs and pickups, which can be another burden for working parents.
Oh,
honestly.
Forky says Montessori. She knows Montessori. You have that. Montessori
Montessori.
Forest and also Frebel.
Yes.
Our education systems, it has different how they work with kids and what they focus on. I needed so many presentations about this. Interesting.
Right. And there are a lot of after-school academies, of course, like
Right.
we said, like piano, taekwondo, swimming, and sometimes even like early math or language programs as well. Like these days, Hanja, learning Hanja is really popular.
You know what they're also sending a lot of kids
Chinese
to? Baduk.
characters, Padu, Go.
Yeah, because it's supposed to help them focus.
Yes, and develop better, right?
I don't understand that.
Yes, they go to a lot of private after-school academies as well.
This education is on a next level here in Korea, ladies and
Right,
gentlemen.
right.
And this is even before elementary school. Okay, this is all
so
before
just
elementary
when you
school.
think you figured it out with all the kindergarten systems, a whole new world begins. A whole new world just begins with elementary school.
But you know what the
It's
other
another
crazy thing
chapter.
is now people are sending these kids to international elementary
International
school.
elementary school, but there are you have to meet certain criteria, right?
Yeah, you have to take a test, but I heard
Conditions.
because there's a shortage in students, they're taking everybody now. And I'm not gonna say
As
who.
long as you can pay for the tuition.
Yeah, someone
you
was.
can
I'm not gonna
send
say who,
them
but someone was bragging their kids got into an international school,
international school.
and I was like, yeah, everybody could get in.
very, very expensive.
And then she's like posting pictures of her like the awards that her kids got, and I was
Who?
like, it says physical education, huh?
Just say
There's no
it
one you
on
know.
air.
There's no one you know. There's no one you know.
Who? I'm
not gonna say it.
very curious.
I'm not gonna say it. Actually, she might be listening. I might not do this. Cancel that. Anyways, this is what it is. I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk about higher education moving forward here.
Right.
Seyoung, thanks so much for this. Unfortunately, we will be seeing on Saturday because Seyoung's coming over to cry again.
Yeah, finally.
Seyoung's coming over to my house to cry
Finally.
again. Whine and cry at the
Joy
SJs.
and sadness in one body.
Seyoung, thank you so much. We'll see you again.
Bye. See you soon.
And sending her out of the studio, this is Kaho with Start Over, 시작.